We're here, we should jaywalk. Hello people, sorry. I was petting a rare Japanese something, not Akita. And it was awesome. And then there was a very trim lady with her, with the dog, all in white, which makes me go, I never want to eat again. And she was saying where she was coming from. So, but it's exactly 2 o'clock. Isn't that bizarre? And nobody's here yet. Nobody believed me. Or you're on the other page still. I still don't know how to stream from my announcement. Yep. Knowing Papa Cat, he's probably telling everybody, hi Gary Ann. He's probably telling everybody, go to the other page. Go to the stream now. I even say it on my announcement. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi Fuzz. So guess what? I'm in the other car, that's why. So let's play a little rear window and just sit here and see how long it takes. Yeah, they definitely don't know I'm here because there's someone facing the other direction. Let's see, if she comes straight for me, she's on my fade. Nope. Nope, then it must be the home base that's watching me. Allergy season sucks. I am glad I had a cough drop today. I was just all raspy when I was talking to Papa Cat on the way here. I don't know, it's my car and his car. It's so stupid. So, still don't see me. That's the funny part. Oh, no, now they've seen me. Aww, it's a cult. You'll get cooties. You will. And if I remember right, it's a weekend, so they won't put the shares up. You don't want to be there. You're going to get cooties and you'll go broke. No? You don't want to, like, leave? But they're not putting the share ups because it's Saturday. You're not going to get more people not having the share up just because the public comes in and they know me. Neener, neener. What the heck is that? On my phone, that looked like poop, but I see it now. Okay. Cooties everywhere. He's across the street. He's across and like down because we got him a cookie and he put it in his car. So I don't know where he is now. He's lurking somewhere. It was so funny when I was petting the dog. I kept saying, tell me the website, or tell me what it is. And she repeated it to me like 4 times and I still had to go because she walked her dog. I know what she's talking about. Anyway. What? I gotta ask him what that means. Oh, you don't want to be here, trust me.
No?
No.
Why not?
I'm actually a protester. Because they are on a tax-exempt status because it's a religion. Mm-hmm. They start their children doing what's called an e-meter at the age of 11. They treat children like adults because they say they are next-gen people, children who are adults. So those kids don't get a childhood. They're tax-exempt because of the religion. And they don't treat their people better, or they don't treat their old people better than they should. So they don't have charity outside of the building. They don't have charity inside of the building either. Their older people stick around and they're turned into light janitorial or cater or the cafeterias. So if you walk in that door, it'll cost you $35 to come back out. Yeah, they'll keep you for like an hour at least, and then they'll try to get you to buy I think it's a Dianetics book, and it's $35. That's a joke. You go in for free and you come out spending $35. And they are the height of, oh, you want to leave? That's nice, and you don't leave.
Okay, thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome. Oh, I've done my job already today. Hi, sitting. So, yeah. Am I going to get the shares now, or are they going to pretend that they didn't see that? Hey, Osa, wake up. I turned one away, haha. Because, it's a beautiful day, and they're going to come up this way. And me telling them that I'm a protester. So, there it is. Where is Papa Cat? Where did he go? freak. Oh, but this is a weird one. They have the doors unsheared, but there's nobody there. That's weird. So if they don't have the shears up, they want people to come in. But if people go in, if they get past me and they go in, that means there's nobody going to be there, or are they just standing to the sides, like up against the wall next to the doors? Doesn't that make you wonder? Yeah, today's a quiet day because it's for the tourists. Like the guy right there obviously was a tourist. So it's the quiet day where it's just like, no. I don't scream, I don't yell. And I forgot my damn Sharpie again, damn it. So now I'll just lean against my pole. Oh, there you are. Huh? Oh, that's nice, you're in the shade. I should, oh, you can, they can see you, haha. I'm in panorama or whatever. Yeah.
Just noticed I got one already.
Confront and shatter that buttons. I don't remember that. But yeah, today's the standing against the pole, being quiet, and just catching people when they get to the doors. Because sometimes Scientology has to be quiet. They're always quiet. They're creepy.
Do you think the guy really wanted to go in, or was he just kind of looking?
I think he wanted to go in it to see what the building looked like, but he would get stuck there anyway, because it had that look like, oh, that's nice, lady, and you know, look like, well, I want to go in and see it. You know, it's like, no, you don't. And I said, it'll cost you an hour and $35.
Yeah. And he was with two other people there
that didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Could we do something else, please?
Yeah, that's why I thought he was a tourist, because the two other people like went and stood facing the opposite direction.
It's like you got sourdough bread in there. I'm not interested.
Ah, okay. And yes, Carrie Ann, I got my Jenna Miscavige book this morning, and I'm going to read one chapter, so I'm ready for tomorrow. What time tomorrow? Now I get it. Always attack, never defend the like button. Because I'm always forgetting to say like and subscribe. I'm not even a good salesman for myself. That's nuts. 6 p.m. our time. Okay, cool. I'll be home by then. Yesterday I didn't watch anything when I got home because I had my dad for almost 2 hours, which was weird because he smiled. My dad laughs, he doesn't smile. Then I had 45 minutes off to try to get things in some kind of working order and to change purses. Then I went to dinner with a friend of mine who her and I constantly are of the Oregon
Yeah, that's probably fine.
it's okay. Sense of humor, which is sarcastic to the bone. And then we went to a little street fair. And then by the time I got home, it was like 8 o'clock. And the one thing I had to call upstairs to the puppy cat was that the little orange one who's on my thumbnails started yelling at me like she hadn't gotten fed. And so I called upstairs and said, did you feed the cats and yourself? And he said, yes. I said, what, the cats or yourself? And he said, both. So, and by the time 8:30 came around, I was actually tired out because having my dad smile made me really excited. Having you guys had fun. Oh my God, they're putting up they put up the shears on a Saturday. Ooh, Osa must have told them to put up the shears. They don't put up shears on weekends.
Got some flunkies to do their shear tech for them.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool. So even they know I'm here. So I guess getting rid of one at the very beginning counted. Ah, I love it. So yeah, by the time I got home, it was like I was peopled out. So my evening was full of satire, and I'm just like, I'm gonna watch, guess what? The Gilded Age. So, let's see. Oh, cool. That's for Carrie Ann, right? That's cool. I know one of these days I'll get, if I get the numbers, the hours, because Carrie Ann got hers by hours. Now I want mine.
Watch those playlists.
Yeah, watch those playlists. Put those playlists on another computer. But if you're not a nerd, put the playlist on. When your phone's plugged in, put your playlist on. Oh yeah, and I have something for Clearwater Chad. Amazing, and I've been Pinky to my brother forever. So, think about that one. Because he's a super genius. You could tell. I could totally tell when the first time I saw Chad today, because Marilyn was talking about watching grass grow. So I wouldn't watch grass grow, and then I saw the rest of his links. And then I was just like, oh my God, he is way too smart for his britches. I have a person in the family who's way too smart for his britches too. And he's exactly like him in the attitude. So it was just like, oh, okay.
What is that?
That's a bunny.
Is it a bunny?
It's a bunny.
Okay.
It was one of the pictures from the dog area. It's like I have to go hunting for thumbnails.
I'm like, speaking of grass.
Because
wow,
I always want to
grass.
say, I always want different thumbnails because I have two of Abby that are exactly the same and people might get confused. So we found a bunny one day in our dog play. It was supposed to be like a kids area, but it turned into a dog area. So we have our own private dog park at the end of a cul-de-sac. And we walk there sometimes when I'm not feeling well, and we saw a bunny and I took a picture. So that's why. And he's asking, what is that? Yes, totally promote him. He is hilarious. I was watching the Commodore 64 operator's manual, but he still talked like super nerd talk at the same time, and then he'd go back to Chris Shelton in the Commodore 64 manual. So it's like I saw behind him and saw that he collected Commodore 64s, and I went, oh yeah, I have a relative like that, and he's my brother. So
Yeah. How did he learn Unix?
yeah. He learned Unix in a very unique place, okay? And I bet you Clearwater Chad, oh, that's funny. Clearwater Chad learned everything in bizarre places too. We're not doing Dianetics. We're doing Jenna Miscavige's book. And like I said, I always thought Dianetics was a diet, so I didn't want to go on a diet when I was young. Oh, but I forgot to turn on. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot to turn off my ringer. So you'll get to hear that. Drives me nuts when I'm watching other people and their phone like barks. And I'm just like, ah. I should change my notification to, hey, turn off your phone during streaming. What are we sorry about, Carrie Ann? What did I miss?
Missing no face.
But she said, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're just being sarcastic. See? I've had too much sarcasm in my world. Because my friend yesterday for dinner is from New York. And I really I'm going to suggest that I want to do a meal with her with just the phone facing the other direction. She's as bad as me. And then we both, because I am freaking funny then. This is just every day, but she makes me laugh like a mofo. And she always asks me what I'm doing. And I was giving her the update yesterday, but sitting there going to like the corner street fair, which is like 5 different booths and then the store it's coming from. I'm just cracking them like crazy and making her laugh. It was so much fun. And she gets my sense of humor. Sort of like how Carrie Ann gets my sense of humor. So Carrie Ann gets it because she's been in Portland long enough. Oh, okay. You're bad. Were you still passed out? Oh, yeah. So in other words, I have a hangover this morning. It feels like a hangover like when I did the binge. It's like I'm not drinking enough water before I go to bed or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're driving in because I just went total robot. I'm like, we're going to the city, going to the org. My brain will be back on by then. And I didn't even like look out the window. I was, where was I? I was reading something. Or looking at some shoe or something. I'm getting really good now about not spending money on things I now look at them, put them in a cart, and forget about them. I do. You know how many times I did that this week? It's hilarious. New makeup to, because I have to throw half of my old makeup out because it doesn't take the transfer from fog to sun. Well, they've already gotten rid of a bunch of shoes because they're messed up. And it's like, I was such like the goth makeup shoe purse queen. And it's like, half that crap's had to been thrown away. It's like, I'm glad I've used most of it. There's only one thing I had that I only wore once. Two, but I gave one, you'll love this. Women, be prepared. A pair of black platform stiletto Louboutins. I gave them to someone who helped me out at a furniture store. I know it sounds weird, but I am a pain in the butt. It was where I got my acrylic rocker from. So it's like a secondhand store, but she was really nice to me all the time. And she was leaving, so I gave her those because I wore them once and I can't wear them ever again. Oh my God, those things are real stilettos, but they're 6 inches high. So stuff like that. Is that a good ramble for a Saturday? You know, I swear that some guy walking down the street is a Scientologist, but now I figured, I know he's not because he's in a...
You got the black blazer.
And it fit better. But the way I get it now, Scientologists walk like they have a steel cage around them, or at least a busk. And anybody who wants to know, that's the thing you put between the space in a corset, or the front of a dress that's laced. Or they have a busk that's metal and that makes them stand up straight. So that is something we've figured out now, because you know they're dressing in normal clothes when they leave nowadays, but it's the posture. You can't skip the posture. So, and yes, I know about corsets. I'm a goth girl, so shut up. I haven't worn one in 5 years because of COVID, but you know, hey. Oh, I love it. My watch just came up with stress management. How are you feeling? It's like, I don't have time for you. So one thing I hate most of the time, but I do like it when it pops up, and just ew. I guess so. I've never heard of it before. So she does 4 on regular, right? Because I've gotten to be watching you when to give me the reason to work on my Afghan, but both times I was, see, last night I was playing my dragon game, which you know, Carrie Ann, and then, was it 2 days ago, I was doing something else, I don't remember what, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be knitting, aren't I? Exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you did 3 a couple of days this week, or at least one other day this week. But I think the other day was because you had gotten home so late. Yeah, my excuse for Papa Cat is that usually he's not working, and when he is working, it gets him out in the sun. So, did I say that right? When you're not working, you get... Weekends he comes out here, and during the week he stays at home. So he gets out, and he loves San Francisco. So we all do. I'm just the Oakland. I don't like San Francisco because we're the redheaded stepchild.
Oakland snob.
Huh?
Oakland snob.
I'm an Oakland snob. You can, can't you? But do you know how much money I've blown over the years to get where I am?
Yeah.
It was the only thing to do when I was agoraphobic. So, yeah, you don't understand. I've come from sitting cross-legged on the couch all day to being able to do this. And I still play that game because it's the only game I really like still. Oh my God, 3 hours? I listened to you when I was going home from the little street fair, and it was like, oh my God, we're at school. I don't want to deal with school today. Because I would have lost you somewhere along the way. I think I did on the way home, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this right now. I'll go find an OT somewhere and tell them about Xenu. I did have to say Xenu to someone yesterday at this little street fair because she had some really cool like acrylic goddesses and skulls. I got a skull, but we were talking about something and I said I protested Scientology and she gave me a look and I kept talking and then I went, say Xenu. And then I said it again. I said, say Xenu. She looked at me like, why? And I said, just say it. And she goes, Xenu. I go, good, thank you. So I actually had to do it on somebody for real, not just one of my friends. Go pass out behind your bar. No face.
Go home, no face. You're drunk.
No, they have to, remember, it's a bartender. They have to be collapsed somewhere in a corner for a while. Excuse me, you know who used to do that. That's why I understood exactly what you meant by the bartender. We had a bartender like that. And it's worse when they get the bar boys drunk and then they try to work then. Nothing like hearing a whole bin of glasses hit the ground. Yeah, that happened once. And then it's like, you're drunk, we'll get you a taxi. Don't barf in his car. So yeah, the weekends, I will figure out easier ways to talk on the weekends because I'm just sitting here doing like my life update. I bet you that's Scientology. It's
No,
just
he's walking too normally.
at his age. No, there are people that are our age that walk normally too. I think it's just maybe the zealots who do it with the niacin walk. I even looked it up, and there is like it's caused by it's a hip thing that is caused by the niacin or the overload of certain vitamins, because it's like it's not needed, but what it does is it does something to like your hip joint. So it's not something that would go away when they stopped. So that's the sucky part. That's what I need to do, is look up some stuff about cult medical healing. Because if there are cults that help people get out, there might be, or not a cult, yeah, we all belong to a cult. Yeah, ASL has a cult. Let's get over it and move on. Whatever. There's got to be like medical assistance for people coming out of cults with a non-medical thing, you know, so like get them into shape or get their blood going instead of sitting at a desk for, 12 hours a day, stuff like that. So, no, because you'll never come back out. I'm a protester.
I just was being a smart ass.
And I usually don't hear that well. That was funny. I don't hear that well. And she just came down and said, should we go in and look around or take a test?
Can I count those or no? That doesn't count.
No, that counts.
That doesn't count?
Yeah, because they might have convinced themselves. That looks like a mom and a son.
How many?
Two.
Two? That's
Two. Because that looks like the mom and the son would go in just for fun.
Okay, we'll count
So,
that as two more.
yeah, my point is you don't even want to go in the door because it'll cost you $35 to come out. So, no, I told you that, no face. Now you definitely remind me of a bartender friend of mine. Oh my God. It's not very often. It's not like every week, but it's like once every month or two. I love it. That's why he was asking me what the number was.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping score today.
Yeah, it's like, no. Yeah, I would count them because they're tourists. They thought it would be funny. The mom and son group would go in and go, we'll be right back out. And it'll be like,
if you hadn't been here.
Mm-hmm. And then it'd be like an hour later. Or the dad in the group, he went behind me. So the dad in the group comes in and goes, come here. Hi, PETA. Thank you. So yeah, I've got to figure out the niacin thing. I started the other day and of course got, distracted by some running squirrel. Oh, and I've got to take a picture of the, we have to go to the College of Alameda at sundown. I go to that Walgreens in Alameda, and when I was driving there yesterday, or, about like 7:30, 8 o'clock, when I was driving down there, to Walgreens, it goes right past the College of Alameda, and it's always had squirrels. That's why I joke, because my bagel shop is right near there too. And last night, though, they were hanging out in groups of like 10. It wasn't just the ones always have their hill here and there or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to take this picture. And then yesterday, they were all in a group. And I was like, oh my God, how do I get there? Because there's also not a parking lot near the grass, because it's the grass in the front. So it's like, how do I get there before they all find out? You know, do they have a telepathic thing going on? And then all of a sudden the squirrels will be gone. So, and I think they've tortured like the groundskeepers forever. So yeah, I got to take pictures of squirrels. Hi, Ocean View. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I am totally not surprised. Yeah, it's like, that's one of the few holes I have never gone down, is like medication, because it seems like all the medication me and my mother are on was needed. So I never looked up side effects or things like that. But when somebody started talking about niacin, and everybody kept mentioning it, and finally last week I went, I wonder, and it was sort of pointing excuse me, it was sort of pointing in the right direction, but it wasn't. So I have to spend more than an hour on it. So that's why. But yeah, the weekends, I don't know why my brain just parks itself. Why are we staring at the sky?
The plane literally flew right over our heads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It must have been a small plane
I
then.
don't know. No, I don't think so. It was a jet.
Everybody was looking up at the sky. I was like, why? What's up there? It's not Blue Angel time yet. So, and that's when Papa Cat said, there's a plane that got really close. They don't get really close here.
No, it was Spirit Airlines, Oakland to Vegas. Wow.
Ah, okay. Yes, and I have to get a P.O. box first. Oh, wait, what? What? Wait a minute, I read that wrong. I have to get in the dark to read it. I'm now in the light. You found a wish list for San Francisco org, or you?
I remember that from a few weeks ago.
There's a wish list for San Francisco org?
Someone said it was on the page.
It's not me.
Look again.
Yeah, go check that out. So yes, I guess I'll have to specialize if I put a list up, because that's not my list. You never found it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten an email for it yet, because I'm being good and checking my Mama Cat email a lot. So I think we might have to specify who belongs to who. So if I get a wish list, it'll be Brain Fog's style wish list, but the other ones are not mine. So mine will definitely have my name on it. I don't know who they belong to. Diuretics. No face.
Wait,
God.
That's
Where did you?
my line.
Where do you get these things? That's why I said you and Papa Cat will have a good time one of these days.
Oh God, that's gross.
God, I hope Xenu's daddy is up here the same time that it's a weekend, so him and Papa Cat can have a good old time. I'd probably have me, constantly doing the head desk thing. And you know what that is, right? You just get so like whatever that you hit your head against the desk. That's what happens when you're at school and the boys are trying to be funny. So. What?
What? Oh, is that suspicious?
No. 3 Asian guys near Chinatown.
I don't know. I thought you were looking, thinking whether you're going to pan the camera over there.
No. I'm sure that's why I move the camera all the time, because I know people don't necessarily want to be photographed. So when I see them and they're about to go in the frame, I move. So. Yep. Your videos better be interesting, PETA. If Fuzz is sending them to you, or even recommendations or shorts or whatever, but make your YouTube interesting. I've done that before for someone. Oh my God, there's a puppy. I think he's just American. More than 2 breeds is just American, like
Very
me.
fluffy.
He is cute. He looks like a mini something. Hi. Look at the puppy. Now, I can film the puppies. I've only had one person ever tell me, "Don't film my dog." It's like, okay, weirdo. So, yeah, I'll try to tonight, because as far as I know, the only thing we're doing is here and home. And yeah, unfortunately, when I mention the anxiety comes. So I'll be playing my dragons tonight, and they'll have to. Oh, this is well, what about me? I let her put that link up there. What about me? If anybody takes that seriously, go to another channel.
Never gonna lamb chop.
Oh, there's a dog that reminds me of Lamb Chomp. Hi. What's his name or her name? I call him Lamb Chop. There is a puppet named Lamb Chop. He's so cute. If you can see him, I don't think you can see him. He just wants pets and probably snacks. So.
Just like me.
Oh my God. Yes, the front of the dog reminded me of Lamb Chop. Yeah, see? It's so nice to have people my age. Or at least around my age. All the ones I'm auntie to just look at me like I'm high and I have to show them what the hell I'm talking about. So I also know how to do that too. Right, exactly. Oh my God. You know how many times we could have probably used that in the past few months? Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Yeah. Oh my God. That's what I'll do next time. If I get grumpy at someone doing the me, 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 I'm just going to put it on their just say Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Yes. See, that's what it did to me too. It was like, even if I was slightly hungover, I got to see like Lamb Chop when I came to get Papa get his cookie because we were early. Yes. Yes, I was Cindy Brady and I had the list to prove it. I was the youngest and I had 2 beautiful girl cousins. I wanted to beat them with sticks when I'm not around them. I learned to put up with it. And one of my cousins was a sweetheart. So, okay. I liked Mr. Rogers. I'd say probably half of the time. We had I can't remember the name of it. The chick who looked in the mirror. We had one here. Oh, I can't remember her name. And so that was the number 1. And then, weirdly enough, a lot of kids like Jack LaLanne because he came on before or after the chick with the mirror. I can't remember that lady's name. Romper Room. Yes, yes. I didn't know till I got older that Romper Room had like sections across the country, because it was like, you wouldn't believe what our Romper Room lady was. She was actually married to the guy who killed the mayor in 77, 78. Miss Marianne was a wife to him, to Dan White. Yeah. Huh?
What was her name?
Her name was, they all called themselves Miss Marianne.
Okay.
Or, no, I think they called by the real names. But, hi Debbie S. She had a YouTube channel for real? Oh, which one though? Because my Miss Marianne wasn't the same as everybody else's who's same. I think they had it in probably time zones. So that's why. Because when I'd see pictures of Romper Room, I'd go, or when they were going to talk about it, I'd go, they're going to talk about Dan White's wife? Holy crap. It'd be some completely different person. So, but yeah, no, it was funny. Ah, okay. That's funny. So, but no, we all watched Jack LaLanne before. If anybody knows who Jack LaLanne is, he was a famous physical guy. He swim from the marina to Alcatraz every year. And I think the last time he did it, he was like 73 or 79 or something. And he was always on the Jerry Lewis telethon. But like I said, all the kids, if he did something new, all of us would, do it at school before school started. Surprised we didn't hurt ourselves. Yes, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood rocked too. Oh, he did? That's funny. Yeah, no, he used to do appearances all over here because he was from here. And the 5 dogs they had, and he kept getting younger wives and yeah, no, he lived to be, it's I think the last time he did Alcatraz, he died next year, so I'm gonna say he was 96 or something. No, it had to be farther than that. They wouldn't let him do it anymore. His bodyguards or his lifeguards said, no, that's it, you're too old. So, and he talked about it. He said it made him mad, but he understood. So, because he would go on our channel, Channel 2 which was before Fox, the independent channel that acted like a real channel. Yeah, he would go on there all the time. So, oh my God. But yeah, he used to have the studio and the mat and the dogs and whichever wife he had at the time. So, maybe that's why I love dogs so much, because Jack LaLanne had 4 dogs, 5 dogs on the mat with him. See, they're learning, No Face. Carrie Ann, I'm sure, has a wicked sense of humor because she's come from Michigan via Portland, and I'm sure both of those places, I know Portland has a wicked sense of humor, that if you don't know what they're doing, you will get offended. It's I occasionally it's give a beat. My aunts would laugh at me because I was like, that's not nice. And they'd all laugh at me because it was funny. And then I go, oh, hate you. Out of my 3 aunts, unfortunately, I lost my favorite. Now I have 2 aunts. So, but her daughter drives me nuts. Her daughter's driven me nuts since she was 2 years old. She was one of the ones I would turn her head to and go to your grandmother. Because she was at least 13. She is at least 13 years older than me. But when I went to go visit her one time, she made me do karaoke. And then when she came to visit me, I took her to a goth club. So between the both of us, I had something to talk about.
Not older. You said older.
Oh, no, 13 years younger than me. Sorry. Yeah, taking her to the goth club was hilarious. I dressed her up. I put makeup on her. She is a platinum blonde, though. So it's she's like, what am I going to do with my hair? And I said, ponytails. You never saw her at the club.
No, I only saw her
when she got married.
Yes.
Yes, the first time. That's what we're all starting to say now, the first time. Thank you. Thank you, PETA. I'm glad. This is what it's all about now. It's club. And when you're at club, you got to be happy. Otherwise, you're sitting in a corner crying your brains out, and only one person comes up to you and you ask what's wrong, and then 2 hours later you go, oh, okay. And that's me. I'm the one who goes up to people and go, what's wrong? I've met so many people that way and turned into the freaking Buddha, because it's I can talk to you. I've had friends who literally, I can talk to you, and I'm like, oh God, okay, please don't try to take all night. My feet don't even hurt yet. Papa Cat's laughing because he knows that's from.
I've seen it.
Yeah, he's seen it. He's definitely seen it. And it sort of makes some people slightly irritated when I can go visit them and just hang out with their husband, because I talked to him when he was having a problem dating her. And so it's just I got him to let out that he had long COVID too. And it's just and he still says it. Why can't I talk to you? And it's because you've been doing it for centuries. So it's yes, that's why it's club, because club is different. Club, everybody's happy until the end of the night. We never reach the end of the night. We just wait for No Face to pass out. That was funny right there. Because he's our bartender. The moderators are my security guards. When Dawn comes back, she's going to be the girl who sits next to me. She's the one who like tells people to move on or tells people that's wrong. Well, I sit there and like read the head count of how many people are here, and then eventually I lift my head and go, "Get out," because they're bothering her.
Last call.
Last call. I always had somebody sitting next to me, and if I was done with them, they just tell them what to do or tell them when the next thing is or something like that. And then when they had front door people, I'd sit next to them and tell them where to go and have them look forward to it. So no, I don't even believe in love bombing. I don't. I'll say it. I don't believe in it because if that's what you want to do, you're a twisted little monster, honestly. So hey, and you can tell when people's not being serious. Hangover. I've got a freaking people hangover. When people are not being serious about what they say, I don't know. I can tell. It's really weird. It's sort of like parking. I get parking too. Yes, Donna is the wing because she wanted to be my secretary, and it's like, well, you don't have a secretary in club if you're in the back room, and I don't do the back room. That's where the managers are. I just tell people to get in, pay up. No, you're not on the guest list. Okay, shush and leave. You know, stuff like that. So I quietly run the club when it's open.
What if the famous person comes and wants to
And when
get
a
in?
famous person, I've done this to 2 people. I made Morrissey. It was Morrissey, wasn't it? Because he was supposed to be.
one of them? Okay.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be at the Fillmore and he canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morrissey. He's the lead singer of
The Smiths.
The Smiths. Excellent lead singer, but his manager came to get me to let them in or give him a wristband or something, and I said no, it's blah blah dollars. I don't remember what it was. And she's like, but we're on the guest list. Well, who you wonder? She said her name, and I went, no, you're not. And I was like, it's say $5. It's $5. But and then he comes in right after her, and I'm like, that's nice. It's $5. You're not on the guest list. Everybody loves that shit. I swear to God, everybody was just giggling their heads off because Morrissey's not really liked in the goth world either. You either hate him or you like him. So it was like half the people were like, that is so cool, because they paid, and they stayed literally 5 minutes and left through the front door again. Usually you go through the back. So that was the funny one.
The second one.
The second one was, well, she's an N-word. Not that kind of. N*ZI, so I don't remember her name. Nina Hagen. She didn't have her makeup off.
She was performing.
She was performing,
Yeah.
and she
In the
came.
venue.
She came up to me and said something about, I want to put someone on my guest list, or no, she said something really generic. I think she
I
said,
thought she was just trying to walk in the door.
no,
okay, she
she
wanted something.
was talking to me first.
Yeah.
About a guest or something. I'm like, I don't know who you are. She had no makeup on. And goth women have makeup. Punk women have makeup. She had absolutely no makeup on. She was a year older than I am at the time. And she's this nasty German woman. And it's goth. We have lots of nasty European women or people that come in the door. So I was just like, no. Somebody wanted to go get the promoter that night. He came out and he was like, that's Nina Hagen. I'm like, oh, shit. So I let her in. I was like, wow, she's really ugly without makeup. It was amazing. It was just so weird. And then we all find out later on that she's an N*ZI. And it was like, well, I don't have to worry about that ever again.
Not true.
Not true. Not true. Whoops.
There was a rumor she...
In my opinion.
Yeah, she was not so friendly to trans people.
Oh, I thought that was just an add-on. I forgot about that too. No, she didn't like trans people, so... She's been canceled from the San Francisco goth scene for sure. I don't think you know who would ever bring her back. No. He'd have sisters protesting out front. So, the promoter. I worked for the promoter for a while. No, you don't! No!
Of course I'm not doing it.
Go. I always say you go in, but you can't get out until you spend $35.
Oh, I've actually gone in and not spent the money at all.
Oh my God. Did you hypnotize them?
I said I'm not going to. I asked him so many questions. By the end, they were like, fine, you leave.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Congratulations. That doesn't count because they've already did it in LA, but it was a fun conversation though.
Good. See, people know.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. We don't put up with that crap. We're the goth crowd. We defend everybody. And we have defended everybody. And I want her outfit. Look at that cute outfit. Oh my God. I just want the skirt a little bit longer. I said, I want that outfit. She just blows it with the white strip on the bottom of her shoes. See, she's just doing it for fashion because her shoes are all black.
And that dress.
And the dress. Jesus. Too much airplane in our world. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I said one more ruffle layer or two, and it'd be pretty easy to do that. But I liked it was sort of like a boussole, is that what it's called? Top, like a Chanel top, but a little bit not as thick. And then the skirt was really cute. Thank you, Vita. Oh my God, you're one of those. I'm so sorry. It's worse than SPCA or ASPCA because I get donation bombed by them because I've started supporting the local ones more than the national one, and boy do I get mail bombed by them. So yeah, no, I've noticed during rabbit season, which is what we call tourist season, it's easier to sit here than to yell. They're very quiet and walk away when I yell. So, or when I theater voice. That's what I call it because it's not yelling. But if I sit here, and especially without the glitter on, because I don't have it on for another 4 or 5 days, I'm just quiet. That's why I keep catching people's attention when they start doing that, and I say no. See, and they're agreeing with you. Thanks, son. I figured that 2 o'clock is the good time, and even though I don't want to do 2 o'clock on Thursdays, I think I will anyway because you can also tell how well they did by the way they act when they're all coming out at 2 p.m. Cooties! You'll get cooties! Someone just went in the back door.
Oh, okay.
I like it. They aren't Thetans, they're cooties.
That's such a G-rated insult.
Exactly. It's like if I'm gonna R-rate myself, I want to do it from my tirade, not my yelling.
Yes.
That, and it's hard to call cops on somebody if they're yelling cooties. I just picture the barbershops across the street going, yeah, the protester's just yelling cooties all the time. Would you come and get her? Oh, you're using Scientology math to keep score today.
That's it. Yep.
Oh my God, that is funny. So yeah, no, it would be. Think about it. You know, I get to see my cop on 4th of July because I'm going to a picnic or a barbecue he'll be at, and he'll either know about what's going on and he'll laugh and point, we'll giggle our heads off, or he won't know a damn thing. But I'll tell him.
Yep.
So then he can laugh and go, what the hell are you doing?
Find another hobby, will you?
Yeah. And it's like, if you ever get a phone call for someone who yells cooties, leave her alone. That's all I think. So, but yeah, cooties is rather generic, and I don't like the word Thetan. It sounds so stupid. So I'm going to use words from my childhood. Cooties. That is just so funny. So let's see. For the ones who are listening, so OSA's listening. They're called job placement places, I think now. Somebody was talking about them. And you can get a job if you leave really easily if you're good at what you do. And the people at OSA probably know a lot more administration than I did. Oh great, now he's gonna go kill himself. Wrong lane.
Go, and he went into the other way.
Yep, and so did the car behind
He went
him.
into the other way.
Yep. Told you, one of these days it's gonna be a big accident and we'll be here, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
So, what was I talking about?
Cooties.
Cooties! No, it wasn't. It was Pal's cooties.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is the better door
You're
to...
talking about how to get a job placement.
Oh, yeah, job placement. OSA, right. Job placement. You will not die of pneumonia. You will not bring the organization down. I think they are selling houses finally, so you better get out while you can. Because if they're selling property, that means they are out of money. I could have swore I saw something. Maybe, see, this is what I need my notes for, so I can talk into my other phone and go, make a note of this, because I forget. Or on the weekends, I should have Papa Cat, because he'll listen to it again. Take notes down for her. I should. So I had heard a rumor that he was selling property. So, my God, you're our age. Yes, I know. I don't. Okay, this is the mom story. Once upon a time, I said the F word in front of my mom, and I got grounded. And I said, why? Everybody uses the word. I was probably about 13 at the time. And she gave me the story. When her and my dad met about 6 months after they started dating, they got into an easy little dating fight. And they were yelling at each other across a room that was playing, at a Greek restaurant that was playing Greek music. Well, the music stopped right when my mother said, fuck you. You've heard that.
I heard the story.
Yes. And that pretty much made me, and my mother had never said the F word since then. So that was like 1974. No, it was 1972. I was 5. And yeah, she didn't say the F word till she died. So I used to try to get her when she was like a little bit more invalid. I'd try to say it, Mom, say it. And she would just sit there and look at me and go, would you stop? And I'm like, Mom, come on. Your children are mean. Did you read that?
I'm about to. I was just want to make sure that we didn't have a
No, I know. No, we don't.
victim there.
With the command line.
Yeah, okay.
Are they watching Clearwater Chat too? He was reading the Commodore. Nobody's had to need a real command line for at least 30 years.
Oh God.
That's what I said.
Don't get me started.
That's what I said. They're trying to mess with you. No. If you want one that you can do with your eyes closed, get an Apple. If you want one that you actually have to pay attention to, get a Microsoft. And if you really have fun, get a Surface. They disconnect. It's really fun. I have a few of them. Because I like them, that's why. No, actually now in the big house, they actually come in handy. I have them in different floors. So yes, I am a nerd who got popular because I turned popular. It was one of those movies, when you dress differently, they love you. So did I. I learned with punch card too.
Okay.
In school.
It's not a competition. Is it?
He just said it's not a competition to me. Oh my God. All we do is compete as we chipmunk each other. Oh no, after you, but I'll do it better. Go on. That's the way we do it. We've only been in 2 legitimate fights our whole relationship. So that should tell you something. Oh yeah, they do that all the time now. You missed the guy who actually went in this way and then went that way.
Yeah.
He actually turned into this.
It's not a freaking roundabout.
No, they just. I'm figuring they're tourists who get lost, and so they just freak out. Now, if you could hear that, there is the real foghorn going off. So we call him Carl. He's Carl the Fog. We saw Carl, and we thought he was on the top of the hills when you go over to the beach. Because it's supposed to be 90 in the other side of the bay. So it should be 80 at least here. And it's not 80. I'm glad I didn't dress for 80. But yeah, that was a real foghorn. And it could have been from the foghorn. Or it could have been from a ship. But that was a real foghorn.
Right in the middle of something.
Did you lose a finger?
There it is again.
That's not good.
That's
land.
No, it isn't. That's it.
I felt awkward because Rocco would call me that. And
That's 3.
That's not good.
Then it needs to. That's like an alert.
They're avoiding something. Ooh, we might see a ship crash today because they don't do that. And it just keeps
Continuous.
going.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's not good.
Rain fog horn. You're so funny, no face.
Not now. Of course, now we're gonna have to drive to the marina to see what's up because it travels down perfectly down Columbus, and I have never heard a ship hit the foghorn more than once ever. And it just went on what 3 and then a continuous one. That's not good. Oh, you're in Pacifica? Cool. Then you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially about the foghorn or the ship horn. I wonder if it's like, what would you think that a horn would be that long for? Running into the Golden Gate Bridge? So,
It wouldn't be on the news yet. That was too soon.
yeah, but he likes watching me. He's got a fetish for
I do have a
me.
Ship Finder app that I sometimes look at.
Yeah, go for that. So yeah, the one who lives in Ocean View would know. They don't do that. So, and nothing's hit the Golden Gate Bridge yet. I know that sounds really pessimistic, but it's the truth.
Yes, nice.
But it's the truth. It's like, I hope the paint does really seal in and keep it from rusting.
Nothing near the bridge other than like a sailboat.
Okay. Carbos every. So there are a lot of Bay Area people here. I love it. Yes, I watched that so many times, and the first time it terrified me, and it was just like I had to see why it was happening, because that bridge sort of looked like the Bay Bridge, even though the Bay Bridge is only like 5 years old, 10 years old, and it's like I just kept watching it. You didn't have to say what state. I knew what you were talking about. And
Here it is again.
what the hell is that? God, that sounds like something's about to collide with something.
At whatchamacallit, you know, up at...
But you never
where
hear that.
Ghirardelli is. Fort, what is it? Fort something.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm getting close to having my hour done. If it's anything interesting, I'll use a short to say, but I could have sworn I just heard something hit something. It's weird. Any of the ones from the Bay Area, go look it up the news and see.
Yeah, I know. Is something going on we need to go look at?
Because I've never heard that before. That is just, it brings a chill. I mean, I know everything flies down Columbus because of the way it goes to the marina, so it just like has a straight shot. But the news online is not very fast anymore. It used to be like you could find something out within a minute or two. Oh my God, yes. That's also, they replaced the Bay Bridge because it was getting near collapsing. The Bay Bridge on its 40th anniversary, there were so many people on the bridge that it went flat because they're supposed to have a natural hump. I didn't go to that, thank God, because we all stayed up from Rocky Horror, and then most of us went to the bridge, and I was like, no, I don't want to stay up until 1 o'clock trying to get, transit home. And you see, they were talking about later that they all had to leave because they flattened the bridge. I'm like, what? And this was the 80s. So, yeah, you don't find it as fast anymore. And that's not something you really hear. It's not, the tourists probably don't think about it because they probably thought, San Francisco has foghorns, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, they don't.
Yeah, it's the middle of the day.
Unless it's a warning from the beach.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if a bunch of cars come here, there are emergency bullhorns on the in the Sunset District to warn of tsunamis. Now, I've never heard one.
Yeah.
No, remember? You can see them
Oh,
now.
yeah, no, but I
yeah,
mean,
they were installed like
not
15
today.
years ago.
Yeah.
But I've never heard one. So maybe it's also for a super high tide that's going to come over the Highway 1. So, but I swear the last time I heard that foghorn go off, I heard like the Titanic movies. So it's like, I don't hear. We've got a big firehouse right near here, 2 blocks down. It's huge. It has a hook and ladder and a regular one.
Go over there and say, knock on the door and go, you guys know what's going on?
And they slam it in our faces.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? He said we should go over there and ask him what's going on.
An iceberg just hit the bridge.
Yeah, they probably would. They'd probably go, it's a boat.
Yeah.
Just to be offensive on
go
top of that.
Away. Leave us alone.
Yeah, go away.
We're making chili.
I'm going to make him like do them with me like split screen because then I can get all the hours. But yeah, it's like I just go through my head who I want to like do streams with, and the BFF wins on Monday. But and it's like how uninteresting can we be because the ornithology one only got like 50 views. It's not on a playlist yet. He's talking. Can you believe that? Oh my God, my quiet one. Who my friend said yesterday that we were complete opposites. I like brains. That's all. I have a brain fetish.
Sure,
so
awesome.
yeah, he's like the smartest one, the smartest attachment I've ever had, and he can hang out with my brother and not feel intimidated, which every other one did or does. The only one who didn't was the first live-in boyfriend, but he was the sweetest thing on the planet. So, and yes, I broke his heart, and that's what I'm making up for too. Oh my God. You wear dad pants too, don't you, Don't Face? See, I told you they wear normal clothes. I bet you he's going in the back because he totally avoided looking at me.
He was dropped off right here.
Yeah. Let's see. And if not, I'm free to do this. See if he does it. Yeah, KPIX.
Survey says,
That's
no,
one of
he's
them.
walking right past it.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
Well, maybe they, I'm sort of thinking they also have an apartment around here because when they do that walk around and go across the street,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily show up real fast. So let's see if he crosses the street. I don't want to invade that woman's privacy. Where is he going? Where is he going? Nope, he's just a normal guy who looks like a Scientologist. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him. And yes, I took it off Zoom already, Carrie.
Yeah. Just much too much on to remind you.
Yes, I swear to God. His club best friend, because we all have him, actually wanted to date me, and he was a freaking biochemist or something. He worked at Lawrence Livermore, and he was a chemist of some kind.
Lithography, some kind of microscopic.
Yeah. And
application.
and I told him I can't because I am attached to this one too much, and he's just got a master's. That's it,
Oh, I'm the dumbest member of my family.
He's the dumbest member of his family. The rest of his family have PhDs. So, and he couldn't blame it on me because it was 10 years after he left school. So, okay, bye, Carrie Ann. Have fun.
See you at the book club.
Are you kidding? Sometimes I wonder what bartenders wear, especially if it's like a dark bar. So, yeah, I'm going to go now too. We got to go find out what happened. So we're going to spend the next 3 hours looking for nothing. And one of the hours will be spent in the car trying to find it. So, allergies. My head's like a bucket of snot.
Don't forget.
Carrie Ann, do we have somebody? Yay!
Look, Cubs in Boston.
Cool. Oh, the Cubs in Boston. We were talking about going to go visit him. Because we have the Ballers now since the A's are going to leave. But we still have the Giants too. But sometimes it's a little too bougie. Okay, anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Yes, the Oakland mayor got FBI raided with her family. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.